And Mr. Ravi has already joined the session. So I take the opportunity to introduce our guest speaker for the session. We have with us, we are lucky to have with us Mr. Raviprakash Deora today. He basically is a chartered accountant, is a finance professional with over 17 years of experience in internal audit and various fields of finance and accounts. Besides being chartered accountant, he has to his credit CIA, CISA, and he is an ACL expert. Mr. Ravi is currently working as head of internal audit at Oman Cement Company SOG and is also the chair of Muscat chapter ICAI. Thank you very much, Mr. Ravi, for sparing time on a very critical topic, which is concurrent, is need of the hour. If anybody is getting bored of audit, he need to explore this subject to make our audits lively and value-adding functions going forward. So without making the participants wait for any more, Mr. Ravi, over to you to start the session, please.
Sir, thank you very much, Mr. Abbas. And if you are bored with internal audit or no, then you do not have the data analytics. But the data analytics is the base of the internal audit now. Nowadays, without data analytics, you cannot do this audit. It's a necessity as of now today. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And my name is Ravi, and Mr. Abbas has already introduced me. So are you able to see my screen, and am I audible perfectly? Can we have a thumbs up? Yeah, okay. So today's agenda with what we will do is we will understand that what is data analytics and why it is important. Then there are various analytical tools available, and we can give us the note of the analytical tools and how to ensure the best analytical choose. What are the steps which we need to follow to choose the best analytical choose for our process. Then we will look into the steps and process to be followed when we do the data analytics. It across the which software you use. The steps are across all the data analytical tools. This one. Then I have prepared some sort of a demo of marketing dashboard using galvanized high bond. I'm using ACL in my company, so I try to use that ACL, that galvanized, to prepare some dashboard for you for the marketing, and we can have a live sort of information with your objectives. We'll achieve that objectives. Then there are key lessons which I learned during my implementation of data analytic projects on continuous control monitoring. Those things I want to share with you. Then there are some of the examples of data analytics and continuous control auditing. Those will be shared with you as a hope this agenda will add value to you. And I'm grateful to the IIA Oman for giving me this opportunity to present myself and in this particular field. Thank you. So the next is, what is data analytics? Data analytics is the process of inspecting and cleaning the data, inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and modeling the data with the objective to highlighting the meaningful information, suggesting conclusions, and supporting decision making. This is what the data analytics is. I need to know this. This is being basics, so people should know this, and people are aware of it. Why it is important, as Mr. Abbas has said, that why it is important, because previously, before 5 years, we were using only the megabytes, kilobytes, megabyte, and gigabyte will be, I think, something which is very great. Right now, gigabyte is the starting point. Terabyte and petabyte is taking the place, the number of this one. And in future, you will come across exabyte, zettabyte, jottabyte. All these gives a feel that there are so much of data available with us. Now, what is the issue is that so much of data, where to find our particular point. So in this, data analytics will add value to you. So we cannot use sampling. We need to use the complete data set, and data analytics will add value to you in this particular concept. And why data analytics? Data analytics give you the identify the unknown risk. Suppose if you know you're in data analytics, if there's so much of data and we want to just analyze the data, then we can find out where we are currently staying and what are the unknown risks which we can identify, where are the exceptions and where we are going. And it gives a deeper insight of the business, creating profiles. Then from the history to foresight, from the historical data, it will give you the foresight at what will be the future of us. Data analytics, using your data analytics in audit will also add value to you show the multidimensional approach, and it will have a declining relevance on the traditional method of auditing. So these are the few of the reasoning why we need to have data analytics. One small polling question before we start further on the data analytics, which in your organization, what level of proficiency you have for the data analytics? Ma'am, can you have the questions, polling questions on the screen? Five, 20, 50.
Should we end the poll now?
Yeah, I think 22 people have participated. We'll wait for around 20 seconds more.
Okay.
Really? Interesting. So end poll, we can end the poll. So the poll results is saying that we have a complete mix of crowd. They are with the basics. Some of them are basics. Some of them are initiating. Some of them are advanced. And those people are at the advanced level. Please excuse me, because in my presentation maybe we'll be starting for the basics and initiating team members. So. And you may like to add value to us in the form of adding value wherever I let my information to be shared. So you may like to give your. Can I share the result? This is the result. So it's equal opportunity for all. The basic, we have all the mix of the stuff with us. Thank you, sir. Now next is types of data analytical tools available in the market right now. There are some free software available, MS Excel, which is everybody is using in an unstructured way, and MS Access is there. Oracle database is there in a spreadsheet and database format, but it has own limitations in the form of expertise. There are some self-service data visualization like Tableau and Power BI, ClickView. Those softwares also require a deep learning or training in the form of visualization to learn. There are some programming language, R and Python, some of them we are using. There are some big data tools like Hadoop and Data Lakes. And there are few audit tools which are quite popular within our auditors circle, that is Galvanize. Arbutus is slowly taking the space in the market. Arbutus is equal to the ACL. They are saying that we are equal to the ACL in that form of data analytics. But and there's IDEA tool also. So these are the few tools which are available in the market. I personally has used IDEA, or the IDEA I used for some times. And then I was working with galvanized ECL for quite long time. The last 7-8 years, I was working with galvanized. So I really like the galvanized software. It's easy to learn and all those concepts, but I'm not promoting anything. Any software you use will add value to you. Nowadays, Tableau is the software which is coming up very effectively, and people are using it very I can see that many of the people are using Tableau for their visualization, because it has a very good visualization tools available in the software. While selecting by an internal auditor, this software we should use for our data analytics. So we should keep some of the strategic objective in our mind, that the software should be easy to learn and use. Reliance on the IT professional should be minimized. Reliability, portability, and the scalability occurs in the internal department. We can rely on the software. Data integrity and security is also available. Development of the automated and continuous program is supported. Suppose if you want to do a repeated task, then the software should support us for to do a repeated task with new data as well. Documentation is improved and compatible with the electronic paper, like audit trail has to be there. So these are the few things which you should keep in mind while selecting this software. So ACL do have this this concept is easy to learn. So I prefer ACL in my system. I want to just have a feel that which software you are using in your company when you are using data analytics. Can we have the second questions, ma'am? Ma'am, second question. Nice one-sided trade. Very nice. I think we have got our answer. Still, we can get okay. We can end that point and this poll. I'll share the result with you all. Yeah, 75% of the people are saying that they are using MS Excel. Excellent. Thank you very much. And this is actually because of the easiness, because of the flexibility it provides, and because of the learning requirement is very less, because everybody knows Excel. Then the type of visualization which gives MS Excel gives is excellent. So these are the few advantages of MS Excel. And the only disadvantage in MS Excel is that it lacks the audit trail and repeated tasks to be performed. No, we need to be like a more on a rely. So this is the disadvantage. Otherwise, MS Excel is the excellent tool. You are on the right track. Only some of them are using Power BI. Power BI is an extended hand of MS Excel, which is great. Click View. One person is using Click View. Definitely, that person can add value to us in the form of his understanding on the Click View. And one person is using Arbitus. Arbitus and Galvanize are the initiating partners. So, and Galvanize, there are 2 persons are there. Okay, very good. So, stop. So thank you very much. Now this, since everybody is using Excel, then I have something different to be shared with you in the Galvanize format. Okay. Next is. Okay. When we do any analysis in our data analysis project, first, and there are 5 steps which you need to follow on all our analysis project. These steps includes plan, import, prepare, analyze, and report. These all 5 steps has to be followed irrespective of which software you are using. Okay, the planning should take at least of around 60% of your time to achieve that your objective. And the planning stage should be very clear what is your objective in a short and specific words. Then visualize your end result, what you are expecting in from the data, or what is your target result chart, and decide what source document you are requiring for that to achieve those objectives. So this is the planning stage, which will take lots of your time, and it should take more than 50% of your time for achieving the particular objective. After you done a very nice planning, that time you will understand that which type of data you are looking for to import. There will be lots of data available in your source data, but to achieve your objective, what is relevant? If you use all the data and try to analyze it, then you will be stepping out of your objectives. You may look into the other objectives as well. So be focused. To be focused in our objectives, you need to look into those data which is required to achieve that objective. So from the which source data we need to take it, which period which you want to consider for the import, and then we can automate that import script, which has to be periodically update this import data. The import data has to be updated periodically. Then whatever data we are downloading from the software or the base file, the database file, is not in a final in readable format. It lacks the master data connectivity. It lacks some of the information is in a code words. So we need to decode those information in the form of numbers to the text. So this is being done by prepare file. We can also need to check the data integrity test. We need to connect with the master tables so that we can read the data. Then we need to check whether the data which we have downloaded is actually the data which we are looking for by checking the control checks. This is what we do in the preparation mode. After you ensure everything that my data is perfectly correct, that time you will start analyzing it. There almost all softwares, including Excel, ACL, and other things, they can give you data statistics. They can use summarize. In Excel, we are using pivot table. Cross step is being used in ACL, equivalent to pivot table. There are some classify command, there are stratify command, aging analysis command is there. There are duplicates, gap analysis. All these softwares, all these analysis tools are available in almost all softwares, which we can use it. And after doing the analysis part, the reporting part. So reporting part, we need to see that which appropriate visualization chart to present an exception to them. There are so many visualization charts available in that. We need to choose which is relevant for that particular type of exceptional report which we are working on. And then the chart should be aligned to the objective which you desire, and automate the process for appropriate frequency. Means we can look into the data refreshment tools. We can use in Excel, we can use VBA and Power Queries. So to automate the same steps, we can save the steps. And then when we run it, like in a macro, we can create macro, and we can run that macro as and when we require to process it repeatedly. So this is what the steps to be followed. Hope any questions up till now, sir? Anybody has any questions up till now? Oh, okay. This is one of the important say that it is not about the data you have. It's about data you want. the lots of data available in your system. When you download, when I downloaded SAP data, then there are around 1,000 rows, 1,000 columns in a particular table. And out of that 1,000 columns, only the 5 or 6 columns were important to me. So we need to be choosy in our objectives. It should be aligned to our objectives. And let's stick to the objectives, that what is going to be actually adding value to that objective is what is relevant. If you take all the data and you will get lost, like in the ocean, we will get lost. This is very like a standard say that type of analytics: descriptive analysis, diagnosis analysis, predictive analysis, prescriptive analysis, and cognitive analysis. We almost all of us are in the descriptive and diagnosis analysis level. We need to go ahead, and going forward, we need to look into the predictive analysis, which is what is the future is going to predict. This is the requirement of the day. And there are so many tools available right now. They're coming up with all the various softwares. They are coming up with AI. They are coming with goal setting tools in Excel. They are coming with the what if analysis in Excel. There are correlation regression, which gives you the predictive analysis for the future. And in ACL also, there are so many tools like a train and predict and cluster command, which gives you the what is the future. Also, we need to really look into the data in more different way. Okay, hope I'm clear until now. Sorry, and okay. So data analytics commonly used function. So as we have already told you that almost all data analytics softwares, including Excel, Arbiters, Quick Click View, anything, these give you this particular analysis. This is profiling. Profiling is that what the data contains, how many columns, how many types of for individual columns, like if it's date column, from which date to which date the data is. Statistics, it gives you the average, it gives you the maximum, minimum, standard deviations, and it gives you outlier, that what are how many data, how many number of reports are beyond the specific difference between the mean deviation, and duplicates, gap analysis. Most of the software gives, classify, summarize, cross-tab, stratify, aging, Benford analysis. Benford analysis is used mainly for the fraud analysis. Train and predict is there in the ACL, which can be like we can create a model and then it can predict the future for us. So if we have a trend of the data available, then we can teach the ACL or Galvanize to predict for us the future. But definitely it is time-consuming efforts. But we need to spend time with that data. Actually, we need to marry with the data, and when we start data analysis. Okay, thank you very much. And let me share with you some of the examples which I shared. I'll share again my screen. Before starting this, if I can have some feedbacks of few people's comments or something, have we understood anything on the questions? That will be great. I'll be happy to answer.
Yes, Mr. Ravi, looking forward for the tool you are going to display. Otherwise, okay, the much you talked is hardly possible now through Excel.
No, yeah, everything is possible in Excel, sir. If you just look into the Excel, then it is possible. But what is audit trail is not possible in Excel. In suppose this, I was working on the specific data. I took. Okay, thank you very much. This particular point. Excel is coming up with lots of improvement in their processes, and Excel is coming up with various dashboards which can be continuously, repeatedly update the data. only efforts which the Excel require is the importing the data and storing in the data in the right place. If you store the data in the right place, then the Excel can also do this automated version. And it's not difficult. Only thing is that we need to learn it. So any software which is required learning as the Excel is, also Excel has a huge capability as well. But ACL software, I'll talk about the ACL software right now. You can see the ACL, this is the ACL Windows dashboard. I have selected one database of sales data. I downloaded from Google. I imported that file in this ACL. It has the region, it has the country, it has the item, it's the sales channel, it has the order priority, medium or critical, and then it's the order date, order IDs, year, ship date, unit sold, unit price, unit quantity, total revenue, total cost, and the total profit. These are the columns which we have in this data, and this is 1 million record. Okay, this is 1 million record. I just want to show you the capability of this ACL. It's 1 million record is taking. Okay, so the first objective which I was using is that year-wise comparison of the sales. Okay, so year-wise comparison of sales. What I did is see this is a sales data. So first step is to create a calculated field year. Okay, this calculated field I created by using year and using the same formula. Year is equal to ship date. If you use the year, this field is also available in Excel. So if you create an extra column with year actual ship date, it will work. Okay, once you done this, okay, then you have this year column here. Okay, after you have the year column, you need year-wise total of the sales. So this is the year-wise total revenue, and I calculated it in the billions. How I will do it is I'll show you in front of you. Data after the analysis, and then we can use summarize command. Okay, summarize command, and summarize command, it will ask you which tables you want to summarize. Also, I want to summarize on the year. Okay, and if you want to summarize on year and item type, also it's possible. Okay, and then subtotal. What is your subtotal requirement? It is your revenue. Okay, you are looking for the revenue. Once you selected the revenue, then you select which table you want to create. So I'll put R0006 item year-wise, item-wise sales. Year-wise, item-wise sales. Okay. So I got R006 year-wise, item-wise sales. Once I got this data, then I can export this to the Highbond. This is another feature of the ACL, and which is very nice feature of the ACL. It's data export to, we can export to Excel as well. Okay, this data we can export to Excel as well. One cement. I have created one training module for you, workshop one, and we'll keep R007. Year-wise, product-wise, sales. Okay. Create. We have created this table and we just said okay. Okay. View. So we want year and this one. Okay. So it is exported in the server. Okay. So it will sit here. I don't know how to do it. Okay. Stop sharing, and I want to use new share. And Zoom. Yeah. So you are able to see this screen. Then you can see that the 6th, 7th table is already there. Okay. Yeah. So see, this 7th table is also already there. Sales wise, 96 reports are there. Is there in the high board. Okay. So I can add my visualization here, which is like suppose this one chart. Here, I mean, I x-axis I'll put here. See here. Y-axis I will put revenue. Colored by product. Apply. You are able to see the screen? Okay. So suppose if I am looking at cosmetic, so it will give me a feel that cosmetic was around 22 million sales, 22 billion. And it's all these numbers are billions. And then it is increased to the 23 billion, 24, around 24 billions in 2016. 2017, the data is of till September. That's why it's showing less. So this is another things which we need to work when we use the data, that which period, whether we are having a complete year or not. So we can see that 2017 has less data. Okay, so this will give you, suppose if you want to compare, and then we can use that filter command here, display. There are some options. It is these options are little less than the MS Excel, but definitely it add values because of the audit trail. Here R007, I want to save this year wise, product wise sales. Okay. Once we got this information up till here in this Highbones cloud version, in the cloud version, then we can upload this information in the storyboard. Storyboard is the things which is a report. It is a card call. It's kind of a report with all the information which is available in our result file. So if we go to the storyboard, yeah. This is a storyboard which I have here, which I created based on the whatever information was available, and I created that year-wise total sales, region-wise total sales. Then I created that which product is having in million regals, product-wise, year-wise sales. This is another chart which was there. Then product-wise profitability, which product is most profitable. Then department-wise, product-wise sales. So this was the date-wise, product-wise sales for a particular period for the 2017 data. So this is also possible. So these are some objectives, and whatever we have created just now, I'll add it here. So it is marketing. Yeah, R007, product-wise, year-wise sales. If you add this, then this whatever chart we have created just now will appear here. So what we need to, this is the save, and after you save this file, after you save this file, you stop editing. After you stop editing, you can share this link. You can share this link. You create a link, copy this link, and even if you're on the WhatsApp or chat box also, you can open this in your screen. It is shareable with anybody because the data is in the cloud and your reporting is there and it can be shared. Let me share with you in the chat box. You can see and open it and you can feel that. So this chat, this storyboards is being shared with the reporting. That's what I do in my company is I create such type of storyboards on various type of analysis. See, I'll show you in the storyboard. See, in the marketing data analysis, purchase analysis, maintenance analysis, production analysis, finance analysis, and production inventory analysis. These are the dashboards which you have created for the various particular setup, and we share this information every time when we do our analysis along with our reporting. So because of the confidentiality, I'm not showing you the this data, but still this is more like a PPT file. It will show you in a PPT file. So I'll show you in the data workshop. It will look in this way. Yeah, see this in a PPT mode. We'll do it. So this is the PPT mode, and year-wise total sales of the billions. Then region-wise sales. Then here it is in the PPT mode. Also, it is clickable. Double click, then we will get a specific interactive. We can see this individually all items one by one. Then profitability, and then the date-wise, product-wise sales, like this, which will appear. Okay. I hope I'm clear with you. Okay. Then we want to just go out. Give me a few minutes. Okay. Now, what we can do further is one more option is here is that export. Export to PDF. Okay. Whatever report we have generated, which we can export to PDF, it will ask you the file name, IIA marketing report. Include filter details, same as storyboard, and export. Download. Then whatever report you have prepared, na sir, this is downloaded in a PDF format, which we can share with anybody which you like. Are you able to see this PDF downloads? Ma'am, are you able to see that the screen? Yeah.
Yes,
so
Mr.
this is a PDF document which is it can be generated in a PDF format. So like this is also another good example of the benefit of this ACL columnize, which I like. So we use frequently if this one. Excel does not provide this. Excel has to, we need to create a PDF on the Excel file individually. We need to save the dashboard in a particular way, and then we need to pay setup, and then we need to do it. But in ACL, it will give you the automatic features of this particular, this type of reporting is there. Okay, so hope I'm clear with the data, and any objectives you want to achieve with this data. Anybody want to share any objectives which they want to achieve with this data? Any objective which you want to give, and then we'll work together on that objective. Just 5 minutes, one objective of anybody. Hope I am clear with my objectives. You need to decide what you want, then see the data, which column, which field it will add value, and do it. And until the reporting stage, you need to go. Anyone want to give any objectives on the sales? Suppose somebody who wants to know that how much, what was the sales of the critical product in the year 2016. Critical, where the order was critical, and I created one more this one column of this delays, delivery delays, but delivery delays didn't give me anything, so I left it. Any objectives which you want to give, sir? Anybody wants to give any objectives? No. Okay, so I hope I am clear with this dashboard. So I created this year-wise, region-wise sales, then profitability product, that which product is most profitable, that I calculated the profit, I calculated the revenue, and I divided the profit to revenue product wise and calculated. This information also we can do it year-wise. Before this, we need to create a year as a sort, summarize on year and item. This we can do year-wise as well, profitability. Then that's it. Hope I'm clear. So basically what we need to do in ACL is that take the data and analyze it in whatever info, in whatever results file which you are looking at. Okay, I'll work on the, now let's take the presentation. We'll go to the presentation. Hope I'm clear with my thought process on this. And this Oman Cement, this storyboard is shareable link, which you can see that how interactive it is. So it is really useful to me. And there are another features available in the ACL is that we are using sort of getting the responses also using the audit bond and reporting function also, result module also. Okay. Now the next point is that what is the lesson which I learned in last 8 years using ACL on continuous control projects. See, first and foremost lesson which I learned is that senior management buy-in is crucial. If your management is not aligned to you or is not helping you, then whatever reports you prepare, it's like a just sort of photo, and it will be kept in on the side of the table or desk and not be used, because management alignment is a must to success any control monitoring, because you as an auditor, you are not supposed to do the implementation part. Is management which has to do. So if it's, if data is there and if some information is there, somebody is not using it, and it is useless. So this is important point which will keep that management buy-in should be there for all our objectives. Our objectives should be aligned to the management objectives, and we need to keep the management buy-in. Second important point which I learned is the requirement documentation and change request procedure should be defined. See this in this whatever we have I'll show you again. In this now, yeah. Okay, so this log file is there. See this, in this log file, all the functions whatever we have done is stored here. Okay, so whatever changes we do in the storyboard, those changes has to be aligned, or those changes has to be saved in a particular place where you call it like a master table, where you any change is there, you write down that what is the change you have done, what is the reason for those changes, and what value addition it is given, and what is the effective date of those changes. So at any point of time, somebody wants to see any of the objectives and what are the steps we have find, all the version files are there. Now the latest ESL robotics comes itself in-house having the version files. So wherever you change the version of that particular file, then system will keep that record of the version, that this is version 1, then you have changed on this particular date, this is version 2, and then going on. Then IT should be involved. Without IT support, because you need to deal with the data, and data is with IT, and which data will add value to you, that IT can only add suggest you. There are so many like a data integrity test. While finding the data integrity test, I found that there are deleted tables, deleted links. Some of these columns are there which we need to settle, like delete off and delete on, and filter option. There are many filters we need to do. So IT should be aligned with us while we do this objectives. So we should take IT in confidence while doing these particular objectives. If you do alone, then there is a risk of data integrity, because you may get some data which is not aligned to your software, and because of some exceptional entries also there, and which is supposed to be excluded while taking the data. And ensure to test. If you don't test, at any point of time you may fail. So as an auditor, we need to see whether you are testing at all levels, 1, 2, 3, all levels we need to test. Then or focus on the high risk processes. This is important point where we can look into this example was very soft, like it's like a sales wise, year wise sales, but this is not the objective. Your objective could be like, find out the exceptional decrease in the sales from last year to this year by more than 20%. So you may like to see your objectives, which is high risk to you. And the high risk to you is also a subjective matter, which we need to discuss with your risk profiling. And then once you set your objectives, then work on that objective. Then what related data is available. Okay. So this is the key lesson learned from this one. There are some various good examples of the softwares where you can use GL and entry, journal entry analysis. Travel and entertainment example is also another thought process where we can work on. Then we can do a procure to pay various analysis, like vendor master files, number of inactive vendors, payment of inactive vendors, vendor to employee match, then authorization to PR to PO process, aging analysis, holiday activities. In order to case, we can have the case receipts versus case analysis, timely payment, write-off of the transactions, orders analysis, whether orders are delivered on time, customer accounts analysis, whether any customer is delaying the payment, and IT field also access rights. These are the areas where you can also explore the data analytics for our internal work. If you do the data analytics, use of data analytics in our day-to-day work, in the fixes it also we can use, then it will definitely add value to you. So thank you very much. I hope I'm clear on the time and things. And any questions, I am most welcome and more than happy to answer your questions and queries. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mr. Ali, I hope I'm clear because there's no response.
Everything is clear, and the session is very nice. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Any questions? Yeah.
Any question from any of the participants, please? There was a question in the chat box. Can we find the variance target versus actual?
Can we find variance with target versus actual? But for that, we need to have the target variance target versus actual. Yes, we can find the variance with target versus actuals. The target file, suppose product-wise targets is available for you. The year-wise product-wise target is available. So let's take this particular example only. I'll share the screen again. Okay. You suppose this is the year-wise. Let's take the year-wise sales. Mr. Manoj, can you come up and explain little more on this particular one? What is your target-wise this one, Mr. Manoj? Are you there with me? So let's assume that it is product-wise targets or year-wise targets. Suppose let's say that year-wise target was there. So 1.163 million is the data. This is the numbers which is there. Okay. So assume that the yearly target for that particular product or company or is this something which is called the same numbers. So let's export this file and then we can product wise, year wise sales will export. Okay. So we are aware, yeah, we can do much better analysis data. Export view to Excel. Okay. See this. Okay. Suppose the yearly target, we'll take the average of best as a yearly target. Right? Are you able to see my Excel file? Anybody can tell me, confirm it that you are able to see my Excel file?
No, Mr. Ravi, I cannot see.
Perfect. So let me share my Excel file now. Okay. So this is the Excel file. What we'll do is we'll summarize this information. And what I want to try to achieve here is that I want to give some targets against it, each of them. So data. Item amount in million. Instead of amount, I will do it average. See, this is the average sales which of the yearly average sales. Okay. So what we'll assume is that 15,000 will keep it as a 15,000 as a target. 2,400 as a target. Then 11,000 as a target. Then 6,000 as a target. Then 25,000 as a target. Then 500 as a target. Then 35,000 as a target. Then 21,942, because the target file has to be there with us. 35,000 as a target. And 4,500 as a target. Then 8,000 as a target. Then 8,000 as a target. Okay. This is yearly target of the sales. Okay, sir. What I will do is I'll copy this in the another Excel file. Save this Excel file and import that file in the my ACL. Okay. Now we have the target with us, yearly target. Okay. Now this target yearly file will upload in the ACL. So I'll stop sharing and I'll share the new screen with the ACL one. Okay. Now here we'll import the target file. Table, local, next, next. Then my file is in the download. Open. Okay, this file is currently used. So it automatically selected it as Excel. It is already understood it as Excel. Then it is showing a $sign. So we need to select this. Then it will check all records. And it will check that product and target is a numeric one. So it will consider and then it will give sales target. Okay. Save. Finish. Okay. So now we have all the sales target in my screen. Here, baby food, and this is the yearly sales target. Okay. So I need to have the year-wise, product-wise sales, year-wise, item-wise sales. This is my year-wise, item-wise sales. Here I want to put this revenue. This revenue is in billion. So I need in the numbers. So we need to calculate the revenue in the million type because it should be aligned to the 15,000 million. So we need to create a CFX, C amount million. On FX decimal revenue because I want to use the divide function. No, so I'm using decimal because I want only 2 decimals 1, 2, 3, 3, 2 decimals. Always verify. Okay. Done. So this amount in millions. Okay. Amount is there. Now I need to relate this file to this sales data file. Okay. So what I will do is data relate command. Okay. And I'll use that relate command with my add table. This is sales target. Okay. Sales target. I have the product and this item type. Okay. This item type and item product will connect. Okay. Yes. Finish. So if I'll finish this, then I can add columns. Sales target, target amount. See, you can see this amount, target amount here. So this target amount is there and actual versus is there. Okay. Now, this is what this is what you are looking at, correct? Mr. Manoj? So we can compare this whether we are behind the target or we are above against the target. And by comparing this with the calculated field, saying that C calculated field, C difference. Okay. Then target. FX. I want to calculate the C million amount minus target amount, verify. So, okay. Are you able to see my screen, sir? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So this is the column which we have created here. So it will give you that you are behind your target by 1,000 to 1,000, 2,000 million terms in the million. This is in the millions. So minus is behind, and then we can calculate the percentage of behind. That which one is behind, which is ahead. So only any positive number is ahead. So if we'll take percentage of calculation, then see percentage. Effects is C difference on target divided by C amount million. Verify. Okay, multiply by 100. Verify. Okay. Okay. Close. Yes. See, we can get that percentage also here. So we can see that if you do the ascending orders of the transaction, then we can see that this is baby food in 2015. 2017 was down because of this year, all this 2017 we need to exclude because 2017 is not relevant and yearly target was not there. Filter. Not equal. Okay. So 2017, if we exclude, then we will see that there is 15% gap of this baby food. In 2010, baby food was less by 15%. This is highest number. Then 12%. And there are some people who are up to 5% variance. There was something which was achieved excellent, at 7% extra in household in 2017 against the target. Like this, we can do analysis. And if you just certify or make a classify to this percentage, no, that gap like up to 5 to 10%, 10 more than 10% positive, 10% now, then we can get a summary of that particular concept as well. Whatever is your, it will refer to the result file. Hope I'm clear with my with the answer to Manoj. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you, Mr. I think it's done, sir.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ravi. So if we don't have any other question, we can move forward towards the closure of our today's session. Again, thank you very much for sparing time and sharing with our members and participants your valuable tips and techniques. Basically, that is the way forward for internal audit. We may not need to require C-level executives to utilize their costly time for reading our reports. We need to create pictures, data stories, and visualizations. And those stories can automatically be updated as soon as the new data is included. So we can decide our objectives when internal audit need to jump in based on the differences that are observed on our storyboard. Hope our participants will make best use of the concepts and the knowledge that you have shared with them. So I think we are good to go.
Yeah, anybody has any query after that also, they can approach me in personally or to my GSM number and my email ID. And one of two of our colleagues, Mahmood and Mohammed, is also there, who can also are learning with me alone, and they are good in ACL as well. So it's not ACL alone. There are multiple softwares available in the market. Any software you use, you need to learn it and expertise it. All software will be add value to you, sir. Thank you very much for your time and energy, and really much appreciated, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So thank you very much, participants. Inshallah, the CPE certificate will be emailed as per your registration by IIA Oman chapter. Thank you for your participation. A very good evening.
Thank you.